If nobody doubts your goal, it might not be big enough. Every time I've tried something new, somebody tells me it's not going to work. Somebody shoots me down. Someone says to me all the time, I get this all the time. I get, Al, why do you do so much? And why do you try all these new things? And why do you got 14 different jobs? And why are you talking about all this stuff and all these crazy ideas? And it's because something's got to work, right? Something's got to work. There are people out there that are going to be happy for you. There's going to be people that aren't happy for you. There's going to be people that hate you and just can't wait for you to fail so they can sit there and laugh at you. And, also people will project their fears onto your dreams because that's what people do. I get it all the time about how, it seems like every time I try something that's positive, I don't care what it is. The naysayers come out of the woodwork, all of this pressure and negative energy flows around you. And, I spent a lot of time when I was doing the insurance and financial services and stuff. And, a lot of the teachers I had some great mentors, some great people that, I just love. I don't have much to do with anymore just because of different circumstances, but they've all helped me and helped shape me and made me realize that before you break through, I know there's a lot of Bible verses, there's a lot of talk, there's a lot of, motivational speakers and that they'll always tell you that it's always hardest, it's always going to be the hardest before, you get to where you want to go, right? You're always going to kind of go backwards, sideways, down, whatever, but you got to keep fighting, you fight through, yada, 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 that whole thing. So, don't let someone else's limits become your limits, right? Keep moving, keep going. I don't let anybody talk me down. I'm completely bulletproof when it comes to, if I set my mind to something and it's something that I want to do and something that I'm passionate about, you can't say squat to me, dude. That's going to even have any effect on me whatsoever because I know what I want to do. And it doesn't always work out. And most of the time it doesn't, right? I mean, it's right. The bigger the dream, the more resistance you'll face. Why is that? Why is that? I don't know. I don't know, but that's always been the case. When you're thinking about it, when you're talking about it, it's all great and it's all cool. And everybody's like, yeah, you should try that. But as soon as you put the plan into action, soon as you push the start button, soon as you start that motor up, here it comes. Resistance in all forms. I mean, I don't know what it is. It's almost like this energy bubble goes around you. A lot of times I've felt that it's, well, because I'm me and I'm in my situation, here I am in my world that the, forces, the powers that be aren't going to let me rise. They're not going to let me transcend where I am. Okay. If I'm a middle class person in this life doing this, it almost seems like, the universe is set up to just keep you planted, to keep you right where you are. And I don't care if I get 100 steps forward, I can snap right back like a rubber band to square one. I don't ever seem to really get any worse, but I don't ever get any better. I don't ever seem to, maybe a little bit. But I think, you need to believe in your vision. And I believe that we were all born with a purpose, right? We all have skills. We all have special things. We all have abilities that make us who we are. And I think a lot of us, we just don't realize what that is. You may be a great speaker. You may be great mechanically. You might be great electronically, but maybe you don't know it. Maybe you just haven't found that what you're good at. Maybe you don't think you're good at it. Maybe people have told you you're not good at it. So you made yourself believe that you're not. And you think, well, I'm a better cook than I am a mechanic. Well, maybe, but maybe not. As we grow, as we develop, more skills, more specialties, more things about us come out. And I think as long as you roll with it and as long as you believe in yourself and believe in what you're doing, you just got to put that, you got to put that armor on and you got to let stuff bounce off of you because believe me, I'm a person that can tell you, I've taken some shots and it's knocked me down pretty good. It's really made me stop me in my tracks and said, maybe I'm not meant to, and there are things I'm just not meant to do. There's certain things I'm just not good at. I'm not very good with meticulous Art and I, when Art was alive, we did a lot of things together. Arthur was very good at, very meticulous. He could work. He loved working on clocks and little things, and he would be, and do that. And when we were younger, we did a lot of construction together and stuff. And we always found that he was the one that was more, measure, cut, fit, patience. Me, give me the sledgehammer, man. I'm wrecking shit. I'm just wrecking shit. Get out of my way. I'm swinging a sledgehammer. So, don't let people stop you from your dreams. Don't do that. And that's why I say, if nobody doubts you, your goal probably isn't big enough, because you'll know when you're on the right track, I think, because when you're doing it is when you're going to get the most pushback. You're going to get that most pushback. So hang in there, fight through it, believe in yourself, and yeah, man, just believe in yourself, believe in your vision, even when nobody else can see it, at least not yet. Well, take care. It's been great. Life Advice with Al, Monday, Wednesday, Saturdays. As always, thanks for everything. Take care. See you next time.